In this video, I'm going to show you 7 slides in 7 minutes from Mary Meeker and the Bond Capital team's latest AI Trends Report, which came out just last week. Now, if you're not familiar with Mary Meeker, maybe over a decade ago, she was renowned for her internet trends reports, hugely detailed decks that got into the intricacies of the internet scaling across the world. And she's come back with this AI trends report, which is 340 slides long and covers everything that you need to know about what is going on in AI and the forecast of how AI is transforming every aspect of our business. So here we go. Out of those 340, I've picked out 7 that I think are hugely relevant. So the first is this one. Why is this so important right now that we're looking at AI and thinking about it in the context of work? Well, it's because as AI models get better and better, they are starting to surpass the levels of human performance. It's what we talk about artificial general intelligence, where AI is generally at or beyond the level of a human. And as we get to this point, it's important because suddenly we start thinking about, should we be hiring humans or hiring AI and AI agents? The second image is to show the monumental growth that is going on in user adoption. So this is ChatGPT's user base, and we can see that hitting 800 million users. And ChatGPT was only launched in November 2022. 2022. And so you can see this huge growth, and it's just accelerating as we go. So whether that's children, school leavers, university students, employees entering the workplace, people are using this tool regardless. Next up, well, where are all of these people? Well, this is an interesting chart. The blue line shows you the percentage of internet users that were outside of North America. And it took 23 years for 90% of usage of the internet to be outside of North America, very much based there. But with ChatGPT in this red line, look, just in year 3, we've got more users, or 90% of users, outside of the US. And in fact, India is the highest rated country for the number of users of ChatGPT. So this is a completely different dimension to adoption than we've seen before. Next image focuses on enterprise AI adoption and enterprise use cases. It is very easy to fall into the trap thinking that the main reason companies are going to use this is to save money by stripping out the human cost and replacing it with AI. But that is just not the situation. The companies that are driving their usage forward and getting the most out of it are focusing on using AI for revenue growth, for entering new markets, for coming up with new value propositions and increasing the prices that they are able to sell. So very much think about this in the context of being revenue focused rather than cost focused. The next one, which links into that previous one, is that when US based employed adults have been surveyed and asked about whether using AI chatbots in the context of ChatGPT or a Gemini or a Claude, has it been helpful to you when either allowing you to do things more quickly, is the top chart, but more interestingly, the one below, has it been useful in improving the quality of your work? And 72% of US employed adults say it has either been extremely or somewhat useful in improving the quality of their work, which brings us back to that. This is about revenue focus, not just about cost. We're doing better work, not just faster work. Well, I mentioned previously there about ChatGPT or Gemini or Anthropic. Well, this is looking at mobile app users. So not the website, not going onto the desktop, but mobile app users. And you can see here that ChatGPT has got by far the largest market share. Now, why have I shown you this and not the desktop one? Well, mobile app usage is typically happening on individuals' personal phones. So when I speak to companies and they are saying, well, we lock this stuff down, we don't allow people to use DeepSeek, we don't allow people to use Perplexity, we don't allow Grok. Well, have you taken away everyone's phones? Of course not. And so it's a different dimension to the world of SaaS where the company could control what people used. Now it is the employee themselves that is driving what they use, and they are leading with their own phones here. So it is worth thinking about how do we embrace these tools within our company rather than trying to restrict and lock them down. And then the final graph that I'm going to show you out of the 340 is the relative adoption of AI in the US by different industries. And now you can see information technology up at the top, we'd expect that. And maybe consulting, professional services up at the top, we could expect that. Why I think this is a relevant picture is that if you are in one of these industries that is further down this list, maybe that's retail, maybe that's manufacturing, maybe it's in construction. Well, this is your opportunity because your peers, your competitors are not adopting it. So if you can drive forward and be in front of them, you have got the opportunity to totally disrupt your industry and capture market share. So 7 slides, 7 minutes. That was a quick run through. There are 340 of those charts. So I'd encourage you to go to bondcap.com/report/TAI for the Trends Artificial Intelligence Report. Carve out 2 hours. That's what it took me to go through with no distractions and see what other learnings you can take.